Hello everyone's. I'm Lady T506. Welcome to my channel. I am here for my review of the Real Housewives of Potomac Season 5 Episode 14. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're one of my peoples, welcome back. Now y'all know how they have like the little snippets of what's going on with everybody. Well, Monique, she is out handing out flyers for her podcast. And this is when you realize you can't say everything around children. Because that little girl showed up, went up to some random woman's talking about something. My mommy is tired and has a podcast. I was like, oh no, ma'am, because you know Monique, she is always saying how tired she is. So the little girl just repeated, my mommy's tired, so she has a podcast. Now, that reminded me of my nephew. I know I've told this story before, but I was watching American Horror Story Cult, and I thought he was asleep. And he wasn't. And the next day when me and my sister-in-law was discussing the show, he knew more about the show than I did. And he had only watched one episode. He knew people's full names and everything. And I was like, well, dang. Like, first of all, I thought you was asleep. Second of all, how do you know people's full names? And I do not know full names. So this is just another example. You can't say everything in front of your children because they will repeat you. Just like Milani said, my mommy is tired, so she has a podcast. But anyway, we moving on to Giselle. She is disguising, I am wanting to be a friend of Karen, and I just see mess. I call mess on it. So since Wendy told, let her know that Karen had got drunk and that she had shared how she had given half of her money so Ray can pay off his taxes, Giselle just feel like Karen is crying out for help, and she would only say that if she wanted some help from us. Now Wendy asked, are you going to tell Karen? And Giselle said no. And I was like, Wendy, you must not have watched this show in the past, because once you tell somebody something, they're almost obligated. They're itching to go tell the person that you was talking about. And this is exactly what happened. But before she can get to that, Karen, I say, she wasn't relevant in it, but she was kind of being messy when she brought up Robin's tax issues. See, this how Robin had so much to say about her tax issues. But it was so much, it was Ray's tax issues. So I could understand how Karen wouldn't know all what was going on with Ray's tax issues with his business. But Robin, girl, these are your tax issues. She's like, I heard about your tax issues. I'ma just pray for you. Y'all know I'm paraphrasing. I do that a lot. She's like, I'm not relevant yet, and I'm just letting you know I know about it. Might have the tables have turned. But anyway, Karen, she feeling some type of way because she feel like Wendy is gossiping about her and making fun of her. And I was like, I don't think Wendy was doing that as a ha girl. Karen got some financial issues. When Ray had his financial issues, Karen had to bail him out. Ain't that sad? I don't think it was that, but I think it was the way that Giselle phrased it is what got Karen feeling some type of way. But Karen, like, Wendy is making that up. I'm like, girl, we seen the footage. We seen you drunk. We seen you say how you gave Ray half your money for his taxes. And we seen you say you want your money back. And for those who forgot, Bravo decided to show the footage and show you saying, I paid him half of my money and now I want it back. So, Wendy wasn't making that up. You said those things. Now, whether you felt that for real in your soul and in your heart, I don't know. But you did say those things. Now, Ashley, she over at therapy. Now, when Ashley and Michael went to therapy, like, was that last week or the week before, whenever it was, I didn't realize that Michael kept on referring to Dean as that baby or the baby. He never said, baby Dean or Dean. He called the baby that baby. And I was like, that is strange. Like, this is your child. This is your son. Why are you calling him that baby or the baby? But anyway, Ashley saying how she doesn't think she or Michael she thinks they're unhappy sexually. And it's a lot on her part because, like, she feels like she is a utility vehicle for Dean. It's like, I am to take care of him. I am, like, basically his whole food source. So when Michael wants to go touch and kiss all on her, it feels weird. It's like, I'm supposed to be, you know, breastfeeding Dean, and you over here trying to do what you trying to do. And I'm like, no, I'm for Dean. And she's feeling weird about, like, certain things. And, like, the therapist let her know a lot of women go through that. But I don't want her to use this, or Michael use this as an excuse that he can go out here and cheat again, because Ashley isn't being the Ashley she was before she had baby Dean. Now Candace, she hears the remix of the song that she is saying for, what's his name, Chris. And she is offered a record deal. Yeah. What's the song called? I See You. It had like a nice little beat to it, a little go-go beat to it. I thought it was nice, you know. And she says how she was offered to be signed to a label. She says how when she was like younger, she was in a girl group and they got offered, you know, to be signed to a label, but her parents, like, let me look at this deal, let me look at this contract, let me take this contract to an entertainment lawyer, and the entertainment lawyer's like, no, this is a very bad deal, y'all don't want to do this, y'all end up having a deal like New Edition, where they were like, y'all got $500 and y'all get y'all little motorbike, and that is it. And that is exactly what happened to New Edition. And I don't know why they were surprised, because he told them, this is what you're going to get. So y'all got your $500, y'all got your little motorbikes. Why y'all complaining? This is what y'all signed for. But like a lot of these contracts for like becoming like singers and rappers and all that stuff, it's like on 50 pages of a lot of legal jargon that you don't know what it says. You could be over here signing like every time you make a song, you get a penny off of it. We get the rest, and this is gonna go on for the rest of your life. You can never break this deal. Like some old mess like that. So thank goodness her mom and daddy had the forethought of, yeah, we're gonna take this to a lawyer and see what's good. But, you know, she was sad that she didn't get that record label, get to be signed to a record label then, but she is happy now. Now, I don't know why. And it's not because I don't like Monique. It's like Monique has been doing too much and lying and everything. I was like, I wonder how Monique feels that Ashley then got signed to this record deal. Because, you know, she wanted to be a rapper back in the day. That's where my mind went. Speaking of Monique, she has been stressed out ever since Candace has filed charges for her. And she feels if the judge hear her side of the story, then she could get arrested in front of her kids. Like, I don't know what she would have told the judge. Because, like, she's like, he didn't hear my side of the story. Now, like, I can get arrested in front of my kids. Now, I was like, okay, what were you going to tell the judge? Judge, your honor, sir. Judge, your honor, ma'am. Me and Candace, we are on a reality show called Real Housewives of Potomac. And when we first started filming, I got mad at her because she invited somebody that I didn't like to her anniversary party. Yes, it was her anniversary party and she had the right to invite anybody she wanted to, but I was mad because the person she invited I didn't like. And I made a big deal about this. She said she didn't know it was that big a deal, but I still didn't like this person, and I didn't like the fact that this person was at her party. When we had another event, I made it be known again, and I wanted her to apologize. Now, granted, she did apologize because she didn't know. And when our friend Ashley, well, rather my friend, Ashley don't like her, when we was at Ashley's Sipping Seed, I made this big old fuss that she invited that friend to her anniversary party. But Ashley, my friend, invited that same friend that I don't like. But I was okay because Ashley told me about it. I know it sounds confusing, Your Honor, but it's okay. I've been doing a lot of shading. That's when we talk about each other, like, you know, negatively. If you don't know what shading is, Your Honor, sir, or Your Honor, ma'am. So I invited all the ladies to the lake house. I was upset with Candace because she was talking with two other females that are her castmates, and I didn't know what they were talking about, and I felt some type of way. Well, the next day when I found out that it had nothing to do with me, because that's what I was scared of, I got mad at her for being all in people's relationships. Even though she was doing it to like warn this person that something may have happened with her husband, I was just mad and I was like, don't be in people's relationship. And I didn't say bye to her. She felt some type of way and she decided to not come to my podcast. And I was upset with her. So when we did meet again, all of our friends together, and that friend that she was trying to console and let her know that her husband was doing something, I was all up in that friend's business in her marriage, even though I had told Candace not to do that. And there were drinks, and Candace said how she loved everybody, and she was mocking me. And I felt slighted because she was doing it in front of the cool girls, and I thought the cool girls liked me because when we started filming earlier on, we had all made a plan to, kick Candace out of the circle, and I was okay with that. But when I seen that the cool girls were laughing at Candace mocking me, I felt some type of way. She asked me if I was going to drag her. Now, Your Honor, I had said this last season that I was going to drag her while I was pregnant. So, yeah. And she was mocking me and said, was I going to drag her? And then I did, flip her hair. And she did push me because I flipped her hair 3 times, almost 4. And then I grabbed a chunk of her hair and I started banging her head. And after that, I ran around and said I was going to kill her. After that, the cool girls were looking at me all kind of sideways and like, girl, what are you doing? And they wanted to push me out. And I did, kind of, sort of. I did. I lied and said that she started the fight and now people are going on social media against her. And I've lied several times. And I said how my adrenaline was just so up there even after a week after attacking her. And I have no remorse. And I made a diss track against her. That's my side of the story, Your Honor. Was that what she was going to tell the judge? And as far as I know, that was maybe 5 minutes long or stuff. Maybe that long, I wasn't paying attention. So I'm trying to make this video long. As far as her getting arrested in front of her kids, Monique knew that she had kids when she grabbed and flicked Candace's hair. She knew she had kids when she was banging Candace's head. She knew she had kids when she was running around threatening to kill her. She knew she had kids last season while she was pregnant threatening Candace. Monique knew she had kids when she was trying to get into it with Robin. So why is it that if Monique didn't care at the time that she had kids to think about, why should Candace? That's just how I'm feeling. She didn't care, so why should I? She knew she had kids. I knew she had kids. She didn't care she had kids when she was attacking me, so I'm not going to care about her if she gets arrested. That whole, I got kids, so I shouldn't get arrested after you attack somebody. No, ma'am. Now, y'all, Ashley and Dean go visit Giselle. And she is still clearly getting used to being a new mama because, when you're a new mom, you learning things, but I would think that you would know that you need to, so you wouldn't have to breastfeed, that you would pump some milk, a few, bottles to take with you, bring a few Pampers and bring a thing of wipes and a change of clothes. But she didn't think to do that. She didn't think to have something on where it's easy accessible for her to breastfeed Dean because she got on a turtleneck, which makes it slightly difficult for her to breastfeed Dean. But it was funny how she was being shady towards Giselle. Yes, girl, the last time I seen your place, it looked like it was condemned. And Giselle was like, it was not condemned. It looked a little dilapidated, but, it was not looking condemned. I was like, it did look like it needed a lot of work. Now, work has been done, but, the way you designed the place, it's not my cup of tea. But, hey, Giselle, do you, girl, do you. Robin and Giselle tell Wendy how Karen was imitating her and how she said that she wasn't a doctor because she wasn't performing surgeries and curing cancer and a cure for the common cold and all that stuff. So now Wendy wants to talk to Karen when she gets to the event. Now, mind you, this is Robin's event to showcase her new hats. And I do like how she had one paying model, and she somehow got the cast to model her hats for her for free. I caught that. Yeah. But she was like, why is Giselle always starting things at my event? I was like, you should ask Giselle that yourself. So Ashley tell the ladies they going to Portugal. They're happy. She's always wanted to go to Portugal. She wanted to go with Michael, but you know, they kind of rocky right now, so that don't look like it's going to happen. She's going to leave baby Dean at home. It's going to be hard, but you know, she needs to get her mind right. And she lets them know that Monique will not be coming. Because, like, Giselle, Robin, and Wendy not here for Monique. And Candace not here for Monique. If Monique goes, Candace not going to go. Giselle going to be complaining the whole time. Robin and Wendy going to be putting their 2 cents in. It's like, so just let, you know, Monique, you know, sit this one out. And this is when Wendy and Karen, they go back and forth. Because now Wendy wants to know why Karen is over here, you know, talking about her. Karen, she knows that this has Giselle written all over it, because Giselle, much like Ashley, she goes around, you know, this person said this, that, and the third about you. Take how you want to, and then she goes and leaves. And now you all upset and in your feelings, and now you going after said person. Yeah, but it was a lot. Karen was like, yes, I was mimicking you, because you come slithering in after I was having my conversation with Candace. She's like, I did not slither, I sauntered. She's like, well, it looked like you was slithering to me. Wendy did get like a little chuckle out of it, but she was feeling some type of way. But when Karen, she's like, yes, this has Giselle Bryant written all over it in bold permanent marker. Now, Candace, she at home when she gets the news that Monique has countersued her, which I think Monique was being petty. It was like a tit for tat type of situation. You gonna sue me, so I'm gonna countersue you, and hopefully it gets thrown out this way. Now, I do not like bringing up what I think is gonna happen, but I think the reason why the cases got thrown out is because Ashley testified for Monique. And I know we have not gotten to that yet, and I've been wanting to say this for the longest time, and I think this is the reason why it got thrown out. But I'm going to go a little more into it when Ashley does say, well, I did this, that, and the third. I'll go into it then, but this is why I think this is why the cases got thrown out. Now, Monique says that 2 people are responsible for this fight. Now, we've seen this whole season that Candace has walked away from arguments, which I think is a grown-up thing to do. Sitting here and arguing, that is childish. Not walking away, to me, is not being childish. That is, I'm not going to give you this energy because you want me to pop off. So y'all can say, Candace is always doing too much. I'm not going to do that. She has apologized to Monique for inviting Therese. She apologized to Ashley for all the back and forth they had going on. And Ashley sat there and was like, okay, things is cool, knowing she was not cool with the whole situation. She was just waiting for something to pop off so she can quick, fast, in a hurry turn on, I won't even say turn on Candace, because she was never on Candace's side in the first place. Candace has done nothing but apologize and walk away from fights this whole season. And you, Monique, got mad because you thought you was in with the cool crowd, which was Giselle and Robin, and they was sitting there laughing that Candace was mocking you. You can't tell me otherwise. So y'all, that was the gist. If I left anything out, by all means, leave a comment below. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Feel free to subscribe. It's free all day, every day, free 99. Make sure your notifications are on so when my beautiful face puts up a video, you can click on it, you can like it, and you share it with your people, and you can come over and be one of my peoples. If you're already one of my peoples, welcome back. Y'all know what to do. Tell your people to tell their people to come over and be one of my peoples by clicking that icon above. This is Lady T signing off. Have a good one.